Yeah.
Man, I can't wait to cut her off. I can't wait. You know, I had a mentor. I had a mentor back in the day.
Yeah.
He taught me this. He was like, I can't wait to fire a bitch.
Yeah.
You understand me? Because when you fire her, you're setting the boundaries. I can't wait till the first time to say, bitch, I ain't fucking with you. Get off my line.
Yeah, exactly.
He can't wait for her to do something so he can show her who he is and where the boundaries are. Because if shit is just cool, she don't know where the boundaries are. I can't wait for her to get her first attitude. Or in the game, it's like, I can't wait for her to get on her period. I can't wait for certain things to happen where I know she's going to get some pushback so I can show her where the line is. Y'all run from that. Y'all run from that, but y'all don't just run from that from women. You run from that in life, that uncomfortable situation, which a lot of people have that problem just in life and period. They run from that uncomfortable and that hard conversation so much with everybody in their life.
Yeah.
But when you could be okay with it being uncomfortable, she tell you to shut up, you say, don't talk to me like that. That's really how I always feel. I can't wait for a bitch to go.
Yeah.
Who would I be when I have nothing but time and my energy to focus on myself? Because, you know, especially dudes like us, no matter what, who's around you, you're giving them this, you're giving that, you're giving your energy, you helping them with this, you helping them with that. Man, if I took all that and put it back into myself, man, how much greater could I be?
Bitch.
Man, whoever I was when we met, I'm 100 times better than that now, which means I could catch 100 times better. So it's like, it's a win-win for me.
Yeah.
It's a win-win. And for most of these dudes, it ain't really a win-win because a woman is probably, you know, the best thing they got going in life. Okay, this is a cold bitch. You ain't got nothing going on in life. You ain't got no accomplishments. You ain't really an entrepreneur. You really not doing nothing. So this is your source of everything, like you just said.
Exactly. And you know, like you said right now, all that, you know, that a cold bitch is all they got, right?
Yeah.
Let's really break that down so these niggas can understand. How cold could this bitch really be
For
if
real.
she's literally taking everything away from your ass? Your focus, your time, your money, your energy.
I feel like these dudes have not matured past an adolescent's mind.
Of course, but you got to mature past that point. Wake the fuck up, nigga. Realize that bitch can't be cold.
When you say stuff like she's cold, like these dudes they almost like women when it comes to like a woman's fantasy Disney movie. That's how these dudes feel when they see a quote unquote bad bitch or something like that. I don't care how bad she is. To me, it don't do that much for me because that's just the surface. Man, you strip the baddest woman, the baddest celebrity that everybody says is bad down. That's a regular broad. You know what I'm saying? So after that, then what? I just don't get it.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
Yeah.
And everything go back to self. I told you, game guy mentality course, the first module is self-love. The reason that I really feel like this is because with or without a woman, I still feel good. And until you feel like that, you will be going for any and everything. And it's really a superpower. I didn't really realize how everybody is really needing somebody else around.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And yes, you can get with a woman and it may feel good when she's around, but if you can't make yourself feel that good by yourself, you've lost in life.
Exactly.
And it's gonna manifest in more ways than just with the woman. It's gonna be
100%.
different friends and different things that you're doing, or even drugs and alcohol and different vices because you're trying to fulfill something because you don't want to be by yourself.
Yeah.
So if you could just get to a place where you can not just be by yourself, but like being, nigga, I get so giddy in times sometimes when I know my son on vacation, nobody here, and I could come, I'm like, nigga, I'm finna go read a book, I'm finna kick my feet up. I really feel like that. You should feel like that about yourself and not just when you're going to go see this badass bitch or not when you're hanging out with your friends or not when you going to the club. You should be able to feel like that when you by yourself, and when you feel like that, nigga, you ain't never going for nothing. Why? Because it's a good time by myself. So I ain't going for nobody talking to me crazy, not treating me right. Man, I think I told this story one time. I can remember when I was in high school. It was like 9th grade. And we used to sit at the table and everybody, you know, would be talking they shit, whatever. And I remember I was like, man, every time I come over here, man, it seemed like I'm being the butt of the joke every time I come over here. Nobody had to tell me, hey, don't go over there no more. I was like, I ain't going over there no more. Started walking around the school by myself, and then other people started walking with me, and we was chilling. Most people don't do that. You go in a place that you're continually disrespected by the woman, by this person, by these people that don't even really like you. They're not even really your friend, but you continue because you don't love yourself. Nobody had to teach me to love myself. I always knew, man, I'm not gonna go in a place where I don't feel like I'm wanted or where I don't feel like I'm talked to in a manner that I feel fit. You know, but it all comes back to just understanding that self-love and loving yourself, man, which is a hard thing to do, man. People been running from themselves for so long, they can't sit by themselves without squirming.
Exactly.